As you know, pasta needs to be cooked in plenty of water, so we are going to fill this pot halfway and bring it to a rolling boil. For the pasta, we are going to cook fusilli. I really like this brand, the Checo. It's utterly superior to other brands. And for the mushrooms, we are going to use these pre-cooked ones. I like them because I usually buy this big fat can of mushrooms, 3 kilos, and I just separate them in different jars and throw them in the freezer. But obviously, and I think it will be better if you use fresh ones. And of course, while we wait for the water to boil, I'm going to have some beer. Yeah. I really like those decorative plates. They were a gift from my mom. So once it's boiling, we are going to add 2 handfuls of salt, dissolve it really well, and then we are going to add the pasta. Remember to stir for a little bit, otherwise it's going to stick together. And add the lid, but don't place the lid all the way down because this happens, it foams. And while the pasta is cooking, we are going to prepare the sauce. So first preheat your pan or skillet, and don't forget to stir the pasta once in a while. So once the skillet is hot, add a little bit of oil, and now I'm going to make the biggest mistake I have ever made with this recipe, and that is to add onions. First of all, these onions are super big diced. I mean, look at that size. And then this dish doesn't use onions, because onions give it an undesirable texture, especially at this size, and they don't bring a lot of flavor to the dish. So yeah, we are going to rewind and start all over again. Yeah, my son didn't like it. My wife said it tastes like nothing. So yeah, what you need to do is to use garlic. Garlic is the key here. Sadly, this time I don't have the fancy pasta, so we are going to use the regular one for everyday use. And we are going to use 3 garlic cloves. So just press them down, remove the peel, and mince them really well. They need to be minced really fine, so they don't give too much texture. Add oil to your pan. And first, we are going to add the mushrooms. I know that trick of cooking the mushroom first in water, but I don't care, I just throw them in oil. Add a little bit of salt, 2 pinches of salt. A little bit of fresh grounded pepper. Let them brown a little bit, and then add the garlic. You need to add the garlic after the mushrooms because you don't want the garlic to burn down. And then just add the panna. About that much, two big spoons, and a little bit of milk. Well, I guess that is not a little bit of milk, that is like half a liter of milk. And then mix it all together and simmer it at low temperature. We are going to use, of course, a little bit of parmesan cheese. Really delicious parmesan cheese. And we're going to reserve some butter, about 4 tablespoons of butter. This is not for the sauce, but for the pasta. So simmer the sauce for a little bit, then add a little bit of cheese. You don't need to add much, just a tiny bit to increase the consistency, to make it a little bit less runny. Mix it really well. Remember, at low heat. You don't want this to be boiling really hard, just a simmer. Oh boy, what's going on there? Once the pasta is al dente, you just drain it. And here is a second mistake I made. you need to reserve a little bit of this water, because this water, this starchy water, is ideal to add a little bit to the sauce. That brings a lot of flavor and texture. So drain the pasta really well and return it to the pot. Then add the butter and mix it really well. The butter brings flavor, of course, but also prevents the pasta from sticking. So then you just add the sauce to the pasta, and that's it. That's it, we're almost ready. You just mix it really well. I like to serve it in bowls, in deep bowls, because that way the pasta doesn't dry up and it stays creamy. Then add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I like to add plenty of Parmesan cheese, actually. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Then slice yourself a little bit of bread. I don't have that special knife for bread, but this works. And there you have it. Look at that. Tonight we are eating with beer instead of wine, but it works. And for dessert we are going to have a little bit of ice cream. It goes really well with this pasta. I wish you happy bellies. Bye bye.